Good afternoon. Today I will solve some more questions from the topic linear programming problems. Here I have taken one question given in CBSE sample paper 2020. In this question we have to maximize z equal to x plus 2y subject to constraints or conditions x plus 2y more than equal to 100, 2x minus y less than equal to 0, 2x plus y less than equal to 200, where x and y more than equal to 0. Here three constraints are given and x and y more than 0 means we have to find our solutions in the first quadrant only. In the first quadrant both x and y are greater than equal to 0. Now first of all we have to draw one by one the graph of all the three. Here these are given as inequations, but we have to draw this as considering these as straight line. We have to draw x plus 2y equal to 100, 2x minus y equal to 0, 2x plus y equal to 200. So one by one we have to draw all the three graphs. First of all, let us draw the graph of x plus 2y equal to 100. For this, first of all, we have construct this table xy when x equal to 0. When x equal to 0, y will be 50, and when y equal to 0, x will be 100. Now, I will draw the graph of this. So, here is the graph of x plus 2y equal to 100. So, this is the graph of x plus 2y equal to 100. Whenever you draw the graphs with the line, after drawing the graph, drawing the line, just with the line, you write the equation of the straight line. Here, the equation of we have drawn x plus 2y equal to 100. So, I have written x plus 2y equal to 100. This line meets x-axis at 100, 0 and y-axis at 0, 50. Okay, so this is the graph of this line x plus 2y equal to 100. Next I will draw 2x minus y equal to 0. Now before drawing the second line I want to add something. You can see the inequation is x plus 2y greater than equal to 100. The inequation is x plus 2y equal to 100. This is the graph x plus 2y equal to 100, and this line divides the plane into two parts, two disjoint halves. This is the first half, this is the other half, second half. Now the inequation is x plus 2y greater than equal to 100. You can see this point 0, 0, 0, 0, x equal to 0, y equal to 0, that is origin. If we put x equal to 0 here, y equal to 0 here, we can see we'll get 0 more than 100. That is not true. So 0, 0 does not satisfy this inequation. 0, 0. So the solution set of x plus 2y greater than 100, the solution set is the region not containing 0, 0, because 0, 0 does not satisfy the inequation. 0, 0 does not satisfy the inequation. So the solution set of this will be this part. X plus 2y greater than equal to 100 is the region which does not contain the origin. So this part, this is the solution set of first line. So first we will write here. So I have written the solution set of x plus 2y greater than equal to 100 is the region not containing 0, 0. That means the solution set of x plus 2y greater than equal to 100 is the region in the upper part of this line. Region not containing 0, 0 means this region. Next. Now the second equation is 2x minus y equal to 0. So that means y equal to 2x, y equal to 2x. To draw this, we will construct a table. We will put x equal to 0. When x equal to 0, y equal to 0. When x equal to say 100, x equal to 100, y equal to 200. Now I will plot the points and draw the graph of y equal to 2x. And here I have drawn the graph of 2x minus y equal to 0. This is the inequation 2x minus y less than equal to 0, and I have drawn 2x minus y equal to 0, and this is the graph of 2x minus y equal to 0 which passes through origin 0, 0. Okay, now let us, as this line passes through origin, we'll take some other point, we'll take any other point other than 0 0. Let us take this point 50 0. Let us take this point 50 0. If we put x equal to 50 in the second inequation, if we put x equal to 50 and y equal to 0, we'll get 100 less than 0, which is not true. So 50 0, this point does not satisfy this inequation. That means the solution set of 2x minus y less than equal to 0, solution set of this inequation is the other half, means this part, because 50 0, this point does not satisfy the inequation 2x minus y less than equal to 0. So solution set of this 2x minus y less than equal to 0 is this part, this half of the straight line. For the first line, the solution set was this part. For the second set, for the second inequation, the solution set is this part. Okay. Next, I will draw the third straight line. Now, our third constraint is 2x plus y less than equal to 200. So, now I will draw the graph of 2x plus y equal to 200. Again, putting x equal to 0. First of all, we have to construct a table. X, y, if we put x equal to 0, y will be 200. If we put y equal to 0, x will be 100. So plotting these 2 points, we will draw the graph of this 2x plus y equal to 200. So this is the graph of 2x plus y equal to 200. 2x plus y equal to 200. This line meets x-axis at 100 0 and y-axis at 0 to 100. Now consider the inequation 2x plus y less than equal to 200. This line does not pass through 0 0. Okay, now if we put x equal to 0 and y equal to 0 in the third inequation, if we put x equal to 0, y equal to 0, we'll get 0 less than 200, which is true. That means 0 0 satisfies this inequation. So solution set of this straight line is the region containing 0 0. The solution set of this is the region containing 0 0. So I will mention here the solution set of 2x plus y less than equal to 200 is the region containing 0 0. That means solution set of this is the region containing 0 0. Now we have to find common solution set, the feasible region. For this line, the solution set is this part. Okay, for this straight line, the solution set is upper part, and for this line also the solution set is upper part. And one more thing you have to remember, x and y more than 0 means the solution set will be in the first quadrant only. We have to find the solution set in the first quadrant. So first, for this line, the solution set is in this part, the lower part. For this straight line, the solution set is in the upper part, and for this line the solution set is also in the upper part. So the common solution set will be this, common feasible region will be this. Okay, so we have to write here the shaded region. Shaded region represents the common solution set. So this is the common solution set. Now we have to find the corner points. Corner points, we know coordinate of this point which is 0 50. We know coordinates of this point which is 0 to 100. What we have to find? Coordinate of this point which is the point of intersection of these two straight lines. One line is 2x minus y, other line is 2x plus y. We have to find point of intersection of coordinates of this point, and with that we have to find coordinate of this point which is the other corner point. Okay, so one by one let us find coordinate of this point and this point. This is the point of intersection of, you can see, these two straight lines. We have to solve equation of this line which is this and equation of this line which is this. So solving equation of these two straight lines, this line and this line, equation of this straight line is 2x plus y equal to 200, equation of this line is 2x minus y equal to 0. Solving these two lines, we get coordinate of this point is 50 100, and solving these two lines, You can see this straight line is 2x minus y equal to 0. This line is x plus 2y equal to 100. They meet at this point and coordinate of this point is 20, 40. So now we get all the four corner points, 1, 2, 3, 4. Now we have to find the maximum value of z by corner point method. Now calculating the values of z at the corner points, we can see that maximum value of z is 400. Therefore, we have to write the maximum value of z is equal to 400 at x equal to 0, y equal to 200. Okay, so first of all we have to draw one by one all the three constraints. We have to find common solution set or feasible region. We have to find the corner points. At the corner points we have to find the values of z, and we have, for maximum value of z we have to take the maximum value, for minimum value of z we have to take the minimum value. So this is the procedure to find the maximum or minimum value of z. Next question I have also taken from CBSE sample paper 2020. Now what is given? The corner points of the feasible region determined by the system of linear constraints are as shown below. What is given? This is the feasible region of determined by some constraints. Actually these are the graphs of some constraints, and this is the feasible region. Okay, so this is the feasible region of determined by some constraints, and these are the corner points. These are the corner points. This is the feasible region and these are the corner points of an LPP. Answer each of the following. Let z equal to 3x minus 4y be the objective function. Find the maximum and minimum value of z. This is very simple. These are the corner points and this is the objective function. We have to find the value of z at these corner points. We have to find the value of z at these corner points. The greatest value is the maximum value, the least value is the minimum value. So let us solve this part first. So here I have calculated the values of z at the corner points. Values of z at the corner points. These are the corner points, and as z equal to 3x minus 4y, I have calculated the values of z at all these corner points. You can see again these are the corner points. 0, 0 is also a corner point, and this is the objective function. So at all of these corner points I calculated z. Now you can see the maximum value of z is equal to 12. This is the only positive value at 4, 0. The minimum value of z is equal to minus 32 at 0, 8. So this is the solution of the first part. We have to find the maximum and minimum value of z. Now in the next part, what is given? Z equal to px plus qy be the objective function. Find the condition on p and q so that the maximum value of z occurs at b and c. That means the value of z is maximum at these 2 points. So at b and at c the values of z are same. The z attains its maximum value at these 2 points. So at these 2 points the values of z must be same. Okay, so according to question, as z attains its maximum value at b and c, so at b and c values of z will be same. Now the value of z at b 4, 10 is this, and value of z at c 6, 8 is this, and these two values will be equal, as at b and at c maximum value of z occurs, and at these 2 point values are same, therefore they must be same. So ultimately what we get, 2p equal to 2q, and so P equal to Q. So this is the condition for which the values of Z will be maximum at these 2 points, P equal to Q. Okay, this is the first part. Now what is the next part of the question? Also mention the number of optimal solutions. Also mention the number of, how many such solutions are there, how many points are there where the function has maximum values. Now you can see if P equal to Q, if P equal to Q, the values of Z will be maximum, and so when P equal to 1, Q equal to 1, Z will be maximum. When P equal to 2, Q equal to 2, Z will be maximum. When P equal to 3, Q equal to 3, Z will be maximum. When P equal to half, Q equal to half, Z will be maximum. So when P and Q are equal, the values of the Z, values of Z will be maximum. So there are infinite such solutions, and therefore there are infinite solutions. Infinite solutions. If P equal to Q, Z will have its maximum value. So P and Q will be equal. There are infinite such values. P equal to Q equal to 1, P equal to Q equal to 2, etc., etc. So this is the solution of these questions. Now next question is to minimize Z equal to 3x plus 5y subject to conditions x plus 3y more than equal to 3 and x plus y more than equal to 2. You know how to draw the graph of these two and how to find the common solution. So first of all, I will draw the graphs of these two and find the common solution set. Now to save the time, I have drawn the graphs of these two equations, these two straight lines. This is the graph of x plus 3y equal to 3, and this is the graph of x plus y equal to 2. They meet at 3 by 2.5. Coordinate of this point is 3, 0, coordinate of this point is 0, 2, and this is the common shaded region, common solution set or feasible region. This is the feasible region. Now we have to find the values of Z at these corner points. Let us find the values of Z at the corner points. And so calculating the values of Z at the corner points, we can see these are the values of Z at the corner points, and so minimum value of Z is 7. The minimum value of Z is 7. Now, there is one more part left in this question. This type of questions are called unbounded questions. Unbounded. The feasible region is unbounded. See, this has no bound. This feasible region in this part, this region has no bound. Okay. So we say the feasible region is unbounded. For unbounded region, we have to do one more step. I am showing what we have to do. Now what we get here, the minimum value of Z is 7. That is, Z is more than 7. Now can the value of Z be less than 7? We have to check. Can the value of Z be less than 7? We got a minimum value of Z is 7, but can value of Z be less than 7? Now Z equal to 3x plus 5y. So can value of 3x plus 5y be less than 7? First of all, we have to draw the graph of 3x plus 5y equal to 7. Okay, let us draw 3x plus 5y equal to 7. When x equal to 0, y equal to 7 by 5. When y equal to 0, x equal to 7 by 3. We'll draw this line in the same graph. We'll draw this 3x plus 5y equal to 7 in this graph only. Okay, so let us draw this. Now 3x plus 5y equal to 7. I have drawn 3x plus 5y equal to 7 here, and this broken line, this dotted line represent the straight line 3x plus 5y equal to 7. Now let us find this region 3x plus 5y less than 7. Actually we want to check, can the value of Z be less than 7? Here we got minimum value of Z is 7. Now we want to check, can the value of Z be less than 7? Can the value of Z be less than 7? We want to check. Now this is 3x plus 5y equal to 7 and 3x plus 5y less than 7 is the region containing 0 0 because 0 0 satisfies this inequation 3x plus 5y less than 7. So this is the region represents 3x plus 5y less than 7. Thus that means in this region the value of z can be less than 7. In this region the value of z can be less than 7. Now you can see in this region there is no feasible part, no common solution part. In this part, consider the broken line and consider this part 3x plus 5y less than 7 part. In this part does not contain any feasible region. That means the value of 3x plus 5y cannot be less than 7. There is no feasible region satisfying this inequality. Okay, clearly I want to write clearly 3x plus 5y less than 7 does not contain any feasible region. Hence, now we can conclude the minimum value of z is 7 at this point. Hence, minimum value of z is 7 at x equal to 3 by 2, y equal to half. Now this part you have to do for unbounded feasible region. Here you can see the region is unbounded, there is no bound in this part. So here we have to find a minimum value of z, okay. Here we got z, minimum value of z is 7. Now we have to check, can z be less than 7? So for that I have written z less than 7. We got this in equation and we checked there is no values of z which satisfy 3x plus 5y less than 7. We have drawn here 3x plus 5y 7 means this particular region which contains no feasible region. That means there is no values of xy satisfying this inequation 3x plus 5y less than 7. So minimum value of z is 7. Now one more thing, if 3x plus 5y less than 7 contains, suppose this line contains some part of feasible region, in that case we say the minimum value of z does not occur. There is no minimum value of z. Okay. So now suppose we have to find the maximum value of z. In the question it is given that suppose here it is given that the minimum is z. Suppose we have to find maximum value of z. Now what we get here, maximum value of z is 10. Z is 10. Now how to check? After doing this part, after doing this much, we get the maximum value of z is 10. Okay, next you have to check, can z be more than 10? Can z be more than 10? For that you have to write in this way, let z more than 10. Z means 3x plus 5y more than 10. Now you have to draw the graph of 3x plus 5y equal to 10. You have to check whether this contains feasible region or not. If it contains feasible region, there is no maximum value. If it does not contain feasible region, then the maximum value of z will be that 10. Okay. So similarly you try this type of questions given in NCERT book. So this is the chapter linear programming problem. Okay, that's all. Thank you.